wants 200, baby.
You ready to get back to the trading action?
You aim, you shoot, and make money. It's going to be a great day. You guys know where you're at.
All right, we are back. Poor comedic timing there on the intro there, but we are back. It is 1 minute past the bell. We're going to get right on into it, guys. Nice little surge on SPY into the bell. We like to see that. So let's talk about what there is to talk about. KNRX did a little bouncy there. So let's start looking at what is on tap. We have Opendoor. Opendoor, going to be interesting to see implications for mortgages. How are we feeling about it? We got high volume into it. Let's see. Nothing out yet. This is going to be one to focus on for sure. Fix, Comfort Systems. This is air conditioning company. Very, very strong. We're going to pull up a daily chart on the left to give a little bit of reference on some of these names. So up first, we will have Opendoor in 5 minutes, Newmont Mining Company. So we'll pull those up very quickly here. Just to give you reference, Opendoor, another name trading into this 200-day, folks. Into the 200-day moving average. Hey, Tyler. Hey, Joe. Hey, Scott. You can't see how open will be good? Yeah, I'm not expecting much, but you know what? Here's the thing. With earnings, it's often about positioning related to expectations, right? So if you and me both are looking at this thinking it's a pile of trash, well, maybe it doesn't need to do that good to get a big pop. We are holding a key technical level here. It's the bottom node of this kind of flagging structure, and it is that 200-day. It's the first time it's touched the 200-day since its insane parabolic move. So always potential for this to move. We got to keep an eye on it. If you are bullish, let me fix these for the next period here to give us our targets. What you would be looking at roughly is that $5 handle. I do believe that would be a very logical place to take it to. Scott mentioning they had to buy 1,500 houses. I doubt they did that. Yeah, let's see. So where do we go if everything goes wrong? It's going to be looking like it's going to try to hold the 450. Price is not seen since this morning. If it's bad, that'll get flushed. We can look at the daily and start constructing a thesis there. So we are holding by the skin of our teeth this 702 fib. Next one down, the 62 fib at 350. I think that's a good target. We can also, I'm going to pull up on another screen, the expected measured move. And yeah, we got 2 minutes till this guy releases. Also, Newmont. Newmont is a high quality, relatively high quality gold mining company, primarily gold. Very, very strong chart. Still, the miners complex as a whole, incredibly resilient. And you got to expect they're going to keep going because these things have been priced into the trash can. This thing is just breaking highs from 86, guys. Don't fade 50-year range breaks, 40-year range breaks, whatever the heck that is. Don't make me do math. So Newmont, we're going to be watching closely for their results as well. It looks like I might be solo today, so forgive me if I'm not able to get everything out just as quickly, but I'm going to do the very best I can for you folks. Looks like expected move for Open is going to be, waiting for it to load.
What's up, handsome?
Hey, Josh. What's up, baby? How you doing?
Oh, man, just getting in here. So I heard last we talked about Tuesday, or when was it we talked about? Anyway, they said Steve has a lot of screens. How many screens do you have?
I have 3 screens, but it's a very weird 3 screens. So it's called a 5K 2K. It's this giant thing like this, and it's essentially 2 normal monitors and then some extra room on the bottom. Okay. So I got that. That's my home base. Then I got the vertical monitor over here. That's where I got Discord. I got some other stuff that I don't need to really focus on. Real quick, we are getting a surge for Open. It's tagging that 5, and where might it go? So Scott, I don't know. Maybe they bought some houses. Maybe they did something. This is the first of the earnings we're getting. The 513 handle it's trading at right now is only the 21-day that it's testing. So that's going to be where the rubber meets the road. We are seeing big sell after that. So this is going to be a fun one. We're going to watch this baseline here. It's digesting this $5 handle. If it can hold above, we are looking for a reclaim of that 512. That's the 20-day. And I think that we could move on up to the bottom of this big old volume shelf. So we could look at this low volume node at 690, the old 6.9 handle, maybe the high volume node at 650. So that's kind of the area I'm watching if we can turn that corner. This is not looking like it wants to quite yet, though. So the flush is going to lead down to that 350, I believe, if it will lose this. And maybe Theta Gang wings. Josh, you have any feelings on Opendoor? Think this is one to buy in the Roth?
Not so much. Not my cup of tea, honestly. Yeah. But it's not like it's bad. It's just one of those things where what's your return now? Look at the chart in itself as well. Too, I would want it to come down more before I'd get back into this. I feel like I'm getting in on in not no man's land, but just not in a good area at this point. But not open. No, not this isn't one for me. This isn't one I'd say this is where I would pour my money into now.
So Josh is saying close the door. Josh, you hit me with the Larry David. I respect that. I respect that. So we're still hanging in at that 5. We're going to keep an eye on that one. I want to see what Newmont did as well. And now that we got the whole dream team here, I can start manning the Twitter feeds and finding some details on these reports as they come out. Newmont looks like first response was up. I'm not sure if this is actually released. It should be. So we're going to check in on those numbers in just a sec. Reload my page.
He says, I'm reloading.
I gotta reload. I like it. It's just like trading, baby. We got a range. You sell high, you buy low.
Yeah,
do it all over again.
Sky Q for after hours for small cap plays too. Always like keeping those up to date for you guys. Sky Q for poppers and after hours. That's the one of the new after hours runners here. I'll check into that too as well. See if we got any news on it.
Very nice. So we do have a double beat on Newmont. We have EPSB expected 2.03. We got 2.52. That's a 24% beat. Revenue, we had expected numbers of 6.25 billion. We came in at 6.818 billion. That's a 9% beat. So Newmont, I think expectations are high for these miners. I think that they really got to show the juice to get extended valuations from this point. It might need to cool off a little bit and then be a dip buy kind of play. So that's what I'm seeing there.
Joe, Tyler, what's up? Scott, how we doing? Smoke Tuna, Adam, Tack, how we doing today, team? 1 gold, 2 Diz.
Pretty ugly. Pretty bad. I love that. Oh, man.
That's why I was like, yeah, I was trying to be nice about it.
You didn't know if I was over here raging open bull. You're going to stomp on my heart, tear it out. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, right. The first response back from you. So you're saying my $500,000 investment isn't a good one?
There better be some Austin Powers air quotes around that investment.
Yeah, right.
So we got a pin on Newmont, a whole lot of nothing on the price, just kind of hanging out of that 125. A good report, high expectations. Maybe it does nothing. Open, maybe bad report, dirt poor expectations, so it does good. Who's to say? The world's a interesting place. So coming up next, we do have Fix. I'm going to keep an eye on that. This thing is a monster. This thing is one that I look at every couple months and just cry because I said it was too extended to buy at 300. Well, now it's really too extended to buy at 500. Well, now it's way too extended to buy at 700. Yeah, currently it's 1375, and I think they're going to probably crush earnings. Carvana's still a sell. Hey, Ingrid, good to see you in here. Welcome.
God, I'm just looking at this Fix chart. I have my eyes have not asphyxiated ever on this ticker before in my life. And yeah, you talk about what a move. Because yeah, you go Carvana. There's been a few other, anyway, there's been other movers like this similar where you're just like, wow, look at the move. And yeah, this is another one where you're just hey, now not anymore. Well, maybe so, because it could be continue to go. But this is where I would pour money into over Open.
Yeah. And the crazy thing about these unicorn charts is they can just keep on going. The one that I always like to pull up. How about Monster? Josh, you a fan of Monster?
Yeah.
I like drinking them every once in a while.
Yeah.
I wish I invested when I when I when I was working night shifts and chugging these things. Holy
Yeah,
moly, that was somewhere around. No, that was somewhere around here, and I would be up 300%. That would have paid for a lot of
a
Java
lot of monster.
monsters.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
lot of monster right there. Yeah, yeah. No, I not as much as I used to. I'm sure, like yourself, but yeah, I enjoy I like the different flavors they have. I mean, I feel like now we're doing like a TikTok. Yeah, try out this new. I'm trying out this new monster strawberry Kool-Aid. Let's try it out.
I would try strawberry Kool-Aid. I gotta say, my favorite. You got to go with the green. I don't even know what flavor it is. I just say, give me that green, and then the white is really good too.
Yeah, white's good. I like both of those. I like the. I mean, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I like a lot of them. Yeah, the purple one's pretty decent. Orange one's pretty decent. Yeah, I think the white one probably my favorite one possibly though. But yeah,
Yeah.
the strawberry they have a strawberry one. I forgot what it's the kind of the reddish pinkish one. That one's really good. But yeah, it's and I like and the fact they have the sugar free ones and all those too as well. You know, it's definitely good because don't always need that much going into this body for sure.
Right, right. I'm with you. I'm starting to feel it, Josh. I think in the past couple of years, sugar started to really hit me.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
um,
yeah. And yeah, good day there, Aussie chick. And then yeah, did Scott wasn't watching the game. I was kind of keeping up with it on my phone. But yeah, the U.S. Hockey women's team they did win, came back, sent it to overtime, and then won it in overtime. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
by the way, we do have Comfort Systems. That's ticker fix here. They a double beat. No surprise to me. Not pumping yet, but it does look like it's recovering. So a little shake and bake. Price is not seen since literally this afternoon.
Yeah.
So no fear. It was a 38.8% beat on earnings per share. That's 129% increase year over year. It was expected to come in at 6.75. Actual number was 9.37. Congratulations, cooling bulls. I mean, those data centers, they're getting hot. So revenue is a 13% beat. That's a 41% year over year increase. They expected 2.34 billion and got 2.65 billion. And I think this one keeps going on up out the top here. So watch this high of the day, the little initial push up. If that sweeps, I think this can get a little spicy and pull you some levels there, just in case we have any fixed traders in the house. I don't have levels. Never mind. Well, 1,500. Josh, what do you think? You think we're close enough to magnet up here?
What's that one with fix?
Yeah, fix. That's about 7% away.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, just kind of looking at that chart too as well. Yeah, going back to looking at fix again. A lot of the time too, we talked about this with the engulfing of candles. I always go to the 15-minute time frame and see where we close here. Which, oh god, this 15-minute candle is a fun one. Yeah, like you were saying, you're up, then you're down, and you're back on up again. Yeah, you engulfed that 1444. It might even happen in after hours. Honestly, you know, you saw what Meta did. You know what these plays can do in the percentage wise. So wouldn't be surprised when and if it does get over that 1444. Got to love that nice whole round number there. It's going to see 50. Yeah, it's going to be a magnet like we talked about. Love that word, magnet for sure.
Yeah, and I like this. It's been in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 day flag here, closing at the highs, wanting to push higher. I ain't fading it, Josh. I'll tell you that much. What else?
Yeah. That's you can make a lot or lose a lot kind of trade.
Oh yeah. So ACAM here, we have another strong daily chart on ACAM coming into earnings. Looks like they are down a little bit. I'll get numbers for you, but probably expecting a miss there. So watching that 100 handle on ACAM.
Back to SkyQ. There's nothing on that. So SkyQ just to pump. I have no idea where there's no news on SkyQ. MGRX is another sub $1 play. It does have news. So just real quickly, just small pops here in after hours. Magno RX experiences initial success with newly launched $99 a month, all inclusive injectable testosterone replacement therapy.
Huh. Okay, let's go healthcare. I mean, I think healthcare is going to rip, and pharmaceuticals in particular. So this aligns with my thesis. I got some numbers for ACAM here, Akami Technologies. So we have a double beat, but not by much. So they beat earnings per share by 5%. They were expecting 1.75. It came in at 1.84. Revenue here was a 1% beat, just coming in just a tenth of a billion over the 1.08 estimate there. So 11% up year over year on EPS, 7% year over year up on revenue. Market is not liking it. So we'll see if this can stabilize. It is at that $100 handle and was running just a little hot. So it's not the worst place if you read these earnings and you want to be in this company. I don't hate it, but it's not a smash beat like some of these other ones.
Chart's not bad there either, honestly. Not like open. Leave open alone. What's in the Adam in chat? Open door, low fours tomorrow. Yeah.
Whoa. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it looks good to me, and I
Good,
can't
yeah,
short
good.
it till it tells me.
I had noticed the small cap plays that have gotten earnings here recently. Even FSLY, Fastly is another one. They've moved into the next day really well. Plays I haven't really been looking at. They've been really well after earnings. They pop up and they continue to climb. So I wouldn't be surprised if you did see that maybe a little bit more move up potentially on open. What's up, Mike? How you doing, Boston? Tack, here we go, bro. Joe, Florida Joe says, oof, Red Bull and vodka, because that's Tack. Tack says, me, I'm a Red Bull and vodka kind of guy. I was there in college days, but man, I can't touch that anymore.
I was about to say, I remember when I graduated from Jaeger bombs to Red Bull and vodka, and I felt like such a gentleman, such an esteemed gentleman. This is what the rich people drink.
Yeah, now I'm on it. Now I really feel that way, which I know I'm not even there. But now I feel like I'm on the next level up, where I have like a bourbon or a whiskey, you know, on a big old block of ice, and so I'm just drinking it, you know, neat essentially, but on it, yeah. So I feel distinguished, you know, with my block of ice and my bourbon or my my whiskey.
To be fair, I think that actually is distinguished, and I'm right there. I never feel cooler than glass of bourbon. What kind of bourbon you like? What's your go-to there?
Man, actually, it's fun. It's a Southern. I'm more because it comes from 3-6 Mafia. It's a rap group, and it's really big. Yeah, 3-6. So they like, and it goes the song Makers Maca Cranberry Vodka, but Maker's Mark. Maker's Mark's my go-to. Maker's Mark is my go. I love. There's so many out there. Knob Creek. You can go classic with Crown, but I've now moved up to kind of to the I say not the top of the class, but kind of the mid class with the Maker's Mark, Knob Creek, all that area somewhere in there. What's your go-to?
I've
Basil Hayden's good. Other good ones I can go through.
No. Let's see. Sorry, I was just pulling up live real quick. They should have earnings out. I'm not seeing them yet, but this chart, it was on my radar just because it's consolidating here. And I'm back to the good stuff. Bourbon. I like Buffalo Trace has been my go-to.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Just good stuff, cheap. I like Wild Turkey too. That might be a remnant from my high school days, but it stuck with me. And I like some Bullet. I like a Bullet bourbon.
That's good. Yeah, Bullet. Yeah. Any of that on a big old block of ice, count me in, buddy. And then speaking of tomorrow night, Kevin's got that Friday night call-in thing going, so now we're flip-flopping back and forth where he'll host it or I host it. I hosted tomorrow nights, and he said that you had a little interest in that. You got to come join, my man.
Yeah, I'd love to. I think I've got the night free. I dotted my I's, crossed my T's, and I think I can show up. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Do it, yeah. Show up. We'll get the link out to you, and you can show up tomorrow. That'd be fun. Yeah, it's awesome. Just like run it through EV Mugs, and it's a good time.
Awesome. I'm gonna rapid fire a few earnings that we missed here. Let me fix my charts real quick so we can see both time frames. And so first up here we have CPRT. This is Copart. CPRT posted a double miss, and they are feeling it. So that is looking like a 12% haircut there. EPS down 10%. Let's see. Expected numbers was 3.9. They got 3.6. That's an 8% miss. Revenue down by 2%. Just missed their 1.15 billion estimate there. These guys were trading weak here, trading a lot weaker. Never good when you have to go back to a monthly chart to find the next support level. But to me, I'm seeing potential head and shoulders here. So we're back into this neckline. Maybe we get a relief pop and then work our way downtown. So nothing real nice there on that chart. We have we talked about Numa and Opendoor. Dropbox is another one. No major implications for this guy, but they did double beat just by 1% each. So nothing. A very whelming earnings report. Not overwhelming, not underwhelming. It's whelming.
Got like that one. It's whelming. I want to start using that one. That was very whelming.
Yeah, people like it. People like it. I got it from my friend because he always said it and drove me crazy, but other people like it. So now I just annoy others. So Dropbox, yeah, it's at the bottom of this area. It's trying to hold. I don't know if a 1% beat is going to be enough. I got to pull up the open numbers. I don't think we actually announced these because I did a double take. Josh, do you want to give a quick estimate? How much do you think they missed EPS by?
Ooh.
No cheating.
Oh, man. I'll go, I don't know, 3.7%.
Multiply that by 300.
What?
They missed by 1,045%. They were expected to come in at minus 0.11, The real number is minus 1.26. So that apparently is what you need to post for earnings to get a
Spike.
13% jump. And that is why it's all about positioning and expectations, guys. So Scott, you weren't wrong. I gotta say, you weren't wrong. But it's a complex machine, this stock market.
Wow. That's hilarious. Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. Maybe they barely missed or something. I'm like for once, I'm like, what they missed? How do you miss that bad? Oh wow.
You're being very charitable to Open today, and I'm sure the boys appreciate that. I'm sure they appreciate that.
Yeah.
Good vibe.
First, he got asked about it, and he gave us the, he didn't kill us, luckily, and then he actually thought we would only lose by about 4%.
But hey, you know what? I don't see that 13% being any less real in the bank accounts. So, if you're long, congratulations.
Yeah.
If you thought they would beat and that's why you were long, well,
yeah,
you got lucky, kid. But
yeah,
that's fun.
Love the feedback too in chat. Yeah, Scott, back to the attack.
I'm sorry to hear. It sucks when you have the right thesis and the market just says, yeah, but I'm on some wild stuff tonight. So yeah, imagine the earnings call. That guy's got to be sweating like, oh God, don't say anything wrong. So I don't want to get your hopes up, but there's always a chance that these zombie companies, trash companies, whatever you might call them, they might get taken out by a rogue comment on earnings call. Maybe the CEO does some karaoke. Did you see that, Josh?
Yes.
That was fun. Yeah. What stage are we at when we're doing karaoke to open up a bomb of an earnings report?
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Ooh, wild times.
Got some love of the bullet there. So love the bullet. American honey in the freezer. Good stuff. And yeah, smoked tuna call. Yeah, join tomorrow night. Like, of course, I'll be live tomorrow. So will Kevin. So join our free Friday live streams that we do on each of our YouTube channels. Follow me. I go live on Fridays for free. Monday through Thursday, I have a little paid subscription that people sign up for. Florida Joe will post those links out there in a little bit. But yeah, tomorrow night, it's free to everybody. So what we do on Friday, it's Friday during the day, we stream live and trade, and you guys can come join our stream. But that's where we'll talk about it. And yes, definitely, that's where I want you to come over tomorrow to let me know who wants to join. But tomorrow night, looks like Steve maybe coming over, Stevie. Kevin, myself. We'll always have I'll have a trader or two, or Kevin will have a trader or two that kind of are under his, like kind of in his group, one of his traders, in his Discord or whatever, join. And yeah, you don't have to be experienced. Even if you're just like, hey, I want to, shoot the crap with you guys, come on over. You don't have to you don't have to be some experienced live streamer to come over. We're just literally having a weekend Traders Anonymous, as we call it, week recap, I guess I should say, really.
I love it. Cause I feel like that's such a lacking aspect in terms of like trading communities. Like there's a lot of good trading communities, don't get me wrong, but how many of them go silent on the weekends? I know a lot of the Discord rooms I'm in, there's not much action, once the market's closed, and it's nice having a little more sense of community. And I think that's what we're building here at Trade the Pool. I know that's what you're building. It's what I'm trying to build in my server as well. And it's good vibes. So absolutely, I'll be there.
I love it.
By the way, AXTI, I'm trying to figure out what this company does. I haven't looked that up yet, but incredibly strong chart. Looks like a strong earnings result. I'm trying to find the actual report. This is a small one here. And I don't know. There's a lot of charts that aren't on my radar that are really strong. It's interesting. So let's see. Where are the results?
Live's popping up hard now too. Kind of. I don't have I don't see anything. Oh yeah, so I do have earnings out. So yeah, live has reported. Yeah, double beats
all around. So this is one of those kind of contrarian trades after COVID that, I mean, it's kind of breaking all expectations. This is a very pretty chart, like long-term, high time frame. I mean, that's a real clean cup and handle. I won't say real clean because this could be a head and shoulders. So it's a little tricky. It is a little tricky, but man, 165, it looks like it wants to sweep the highs and keep on going.
Yeah, just over on that yearly and weekly there, it's just on an uptrend channel. Yeah. So yeah, it's what I would call, it could form a head and shoulders. I call him the ghostly head and shoulders. So he's kind of coming in at an angle at you, Yeah. So
a little more complex. Do you think these play out less often or anything?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Generally, yeah. I would say this squeeze and goes continues. I would say this is kind of one of those plays where I would say we see all-time high before we see below like 120 again or something.
I would be with you on that. And a few things of note here. So the first is this is kind of a little little George W, a little W pattern.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
We got the one down went there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of awkward when the middle overshoots because then you start thinking head and shoulders.
Yeah.
But if you really think about it, if you refer to the GOAT, Bulkowski, in his pattern book, he has the stats. Head and shoulders play out about 55% of the time, 60 if you're generous. This is not a high probability setup. And you know what really can break a stock out? A failed pattern.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Like
So,
we were just talking about last week with those fake out breakouts where you think it's going to go up, doesn't break the downtrend, cracks, then goes back through the trend line, and then it just dumps away. Love this too. Look at Josh. Yeah, we got the confessional. So if we got some people wanting to join. Mike, love it, dude. I love that. Traders Anonymous. Can you be my sponsor? Yes, I can be, Scott. I will definitely be your sponsor. Yeah. So come on over tomorrow night. Join my live stream. Subscribe. Because that way you and sign up for the alerts or whatever. Say sign up, but put get the alerts tab or click that little button or whatever, the bell, so when I go live, you'll get a notification. But yeah, it's every Friday night. It's either going to be on my YouTube or Kevin Avery's YouTube, the Green Team, Kevin Avery. Yeah, it's good. Just going over. It's huge to kind of like you were saying there, Kevin, or I should say Steve. Kevin and I going over that. We've talked about that too as well. Just you don't hear that a lot. And that's why I do the year. I do what's called a year-end confessional, New Year's resolution. So the very last day of every year, since I think I started that in 21 or 22, I do a year-end confessional where traders come over, confess their sins, so their stock trading sins, so to speak, and what they're going to do to get better in the next year. And mine was one of them was scaling out. Like I'm missing out on a lot of opportunity, et cetera. And I was like, I am going to learn to start scaling out and get more pieces of the pie, and even going back to which I love, which now it kind of comes to fruition within the first month of me doing that. And TCGL holding on to that for that 100-point move, so
crazy. Congrats, by the way. That's insane.
Yeah, and 100% thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, a boomer move there.
I don't
mind.
And
they're still halted. They got an H11 and they're still halted, just waiting to go live again. But
crazy. This is one of the good boomers. This isn't one of the boomers that caused our generation's financial.
Yeah, right.
This is helping fix that.
Yes, exactly.
Wow. By the way, I saw somebody asking, I think it was Tommy asking what ticker this was. I tried to make it a little clearer, a little darker. This is LYV, Live Nation. So these are going to be live events like concerts and stuff. Josh, do you go to a decent amount of live music?
Oh man, we don't, unfortunately, as much as we used to. But yeah, I can't imagine how much money I've spent on Ticketmaster and Live Nation. And the most recent one, and I'll tell you, and it was the most expensive ever. The last time I bought on Live Nation, which was tickets went on sale on my wife's birthday, and my wife's favorite band, or one of them, and definitely one of the best concerts. We've talked about this before. It's Coldplay, and so Coldplay tickets went on sale back in her birthday in 2024. We went and saw them last year. It was the concert, of course, wasn't until June, but I bought them in October, and the concert wasn't until June. That's how far out they went. Oh, and I got VIP top of the line and dropped almost about $3,000.
Whoa, yeah, Coldplay's no joke. That what I will say, they put on a hell of a show. Yeah. His voice is still amazing. And all right, Josh, I'm coming out as an unapologetic Coldplay lover. I think 26, what year is it? It's the year we're bringing back all of the hits that you don't want to admit you love. So I'm jamming Coldplay. I'm jamming The Fray. I'm jamming some Nickelback. Maybe some Taylor Swift in there.
Yeah.
I'm owning it. I
love it. Hey, well, I said this before. As a kid, I loved all music. I mean, from Brooks and Dunn to Garth Brooks in the 90s was huge. You talk about, then I would have like Nirvana, Blink-182, Tupac, Beastie Boys. But then, bro, I would honor, and I love pop music. I had Backstreet Boys. I had NSYNC, 98 Degrees. I had Britney Spears.
Oh, that's a deep cut, 98 Degrees. This guy's not, he's not a poser. He knows what he's talking about. 98 degrees.
I stopped it there though. I didn't go to no LFO in O-Town. I stopped it at 98 degrees. That was that B ground. I'm not messing with no LFOs of the world and no O-Towns. Listen, you got to be in sync or Backstreet Boys level. You got to. I wasn't somewhere. Yeah. What's funny as a kid, I'll never forget this. I don't even know who got this shirt for me, but New Kids on the Block were huge.
Oh yeah.
I had a T-shirt that said 5, and it had an outline drawing, like the chalk drawing of something, like when someone dies. You know what I mean? There's a chalk drawing. It said 5 dead kids on the block. Someone gave me that, and I had that. Yeah, I had that. And I'm like, Mom. She's like, yeah, I don't know who gave you that. But that's how much people hated New Kids on the Block, back in the day, or NSYNC or Backstreet Boys, because it was like, oh, they're a pop band, they're boy band. Boy, I had blonde streaks in my hair. I'm not kidding you. I went
With
that
the
far.
frosted tips.
Yes, bro.
Hell yeah. I love it. That is like such a time capsule because that went hard. And like, like that was like Justin Timberlake swag.
Yes. Oh,
I
yeah.
love it. I love
Love it.
it.
And
We
I
need to
appreciate
bring
a
it
lot.
back.
Yeah.
Bring the
Well,
baggy pants
hey,
back.
a lot of the trends come back around, like
Mhm.
clothing wise, hairstyles as well. So I would not be surprised if the next 5 to 10 years we start seeing like the blonde frosted tip streaks coming back into it. So
Yeah, it's always cyclical, right? So it makes me think maybe it's time to look at some of these beat down consumer discretionary, some of these clothing names. Nike's on my list. Nike's on my list, and I'm gonna do a little get nice and clean there. In my chart a shower because it only needs. My favorite setups are ones that need one line to tell the whole story.
I'm gonna start calling. I'm gonna have to do that. One line setups.
Mhm. It's
Love it.
perfect. It's just like like it's like a perfect joke. It's like a Norm Macdonald joke that's just perfect. You don't need a
Right.
single extra word. It's just perfect.
Mhm.
I- I was gonna say a couple, but they're probably not stream friendly. But go watch some Norm Macdonald, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
And go trade some charts that look like this. Just hey, when we get the thing, it did the thing. Send it. That's where I'm at with these.
Yeah. Love it. Yeah, it's kind of like like back when unfortunately we know edges kind of come and go. I call them trend line cracks, and yeah, they're like you could pull up Ruby, RUBI, pull up Ruby real quickly and pull up like a 3-minute time frame of the day.
I got two. Best I can do.
Fine.
Josh. All right.
Look at that trend line in pre-market. Look at that trend line that was formed in pre-market.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
Look at that uptrend channel and then look at it crack right at the opening bell. Look at that. I mean,
Bada
look at
bing,
that.
bada boom.
Boom. And then it just dumps down to look where it's at now in after hours now. Just now, so it's even lower now.
Smoking.
There's your one.
You
what?
wait for confirmation.
Yep.
You wait for confirmation. You get in down here. The candle closed. With a 54% gain, baby.
That is nice. Yeah, I caught it. Yeah, and it's a trend line crack, candlestick confirmation, roll. And yeah, that's exactly. You're all over it right there, man. That's 100%. That's
Hey, stack a few more confluences on there. We got the point of control. We got this
Yeah,
previous first
yeah.
high. We got VWAP. That's a spicy meatball. Great
Oh, that's a mousse, baby. Oh, look, give me the pepperoni with this, a little mozzarella.
There we go, baby. I'm in.
Love it.
Now I gotta check. How's pizza doing? How's Papa John?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh,
This
man.
also has strategic defense implications. Oh, whoops. That shouldn't be there. Papa John said a very bad thing one time, and I wanted to mark how much it was going to hit that chart. So that was a level of inflection. DPZ is a better example of one that maybe bottomed out here. Yeah, so these are names that I'm interested in because we saw McDonald's do so well.
Right. Yeah.
We saw McDonald's do so well, and a lot of these are coming back into areas of interest. That McD's, by the way, that's a hot chart.
Yeah. That's beautiful. That nice uptrend channel.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm wondering if these names can kind of continue this. There's some beat down ones too, like General Mills.
Oh yeah,
Had bad guidance, but I mean, when do we buy these? I don't know. This is like boomer boring dividend investing, but it's kind of where my head's at. All these Dow stocks are doing so well.
Yeah. Well, it's getting out of that, like what everyone wants is tech, or big volatility movement, and it's coming to these slow and steady eddies, as I always call them, and just finding the better charts, or finding like you were saying, plays that are coming back down that you can get in then for the bounce back on up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's where down the line you have to spread across the portfolio and not kind of when you first start trading, me and small cap trader, 1 minute time frame. 1 minute, I was always in the 1 minute time frame for whatever reason. You just kind of taught and bred that way, and then I was finally like, I got to zoom out. I got to get to the 3, the 5, that 15, the hourly. The daily. Obviously, I was using the daily, like a 1 year, 1 day, but that's it. 1 year, 1 day, 1 minute. 1 year, 1 day, 1 minute. I'm like, I got to get to these other numbers.
I love it. And you know what? It just made me think, I challenged myself one day to trade in a prop account, but I was trading intraday off of a daily chart because we had a few very key moving average levels. And I was like, I want to scalp in between these levels. I bet I can do it just as easily off of this. It worked that day. Josh, I got a chart for you. Josh, how many times does somebody DM you like, all right, is this chart investable? And they show you something like this.
Yeah, no, I've gotten on a live stream, where you're like, hey, AK, Josh, where's the dip buy? Where can I go long? I'm like, leave that one alone.
Okay. What about? Oh, did it get delisted? Mullen.
I think it did. I think
No. That was
I
my
think it
favorite
did.
chart. It got diluted from like 100 trillion, 400
Yes.
trillion to
Yes,
10
that was.
cents.
That's Benny. It's Benny now. BINI.
Oh, it is this. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. It's Benny. It's Benny. It is Benny. Yep. Yep. I had to go back. I was
Benny.
like, hold on. I remember Moulin Rouge, as I would call it, and yeah, it's Benny now.
Yeah, Moulin Very Rouge. This is as red as it gets, brother. Do you see these? I've never seen. This is the funniest chart. See how the numbers just get wider on the axis here. How many zeros is that? That's 100. Oh my god, that's 1,000, 100,000 million.
Yeah, it's like
a big number.
5 billion, 500 million. I don't know what that is.
It's still going.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Keep going, bro. Because I had zoomed out pretty far, and I'm like, I don't know how much further I can go.
It's like that Always Sunny Dennis doing the splits. I can go lower.
Yeah,
Go lower.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
I love it.
Oh, get this off my screen. It's giving me anxiety.
Scott, thanks for the love, though. Real quickly, just back to the chart. I would say it's back to the charts, but back to the chat. Scott, love it, my man. Thank you, sir. Just click the bell. Appreciate it. Appreciate the confessional. It was great. Yes, Joe. Joe, come over tomorrow night too. Florida Joe, I think you said maybe you can join tomorrow night too. Anytime you can join. Yeah, come on over, guys. Come on over. Yeah, Mike saying 3K. Yeah, that's trust me. We made a trip out of it, but yeah, trust me, it's 3K. You got to think about what trips you could take of that. That was. I mean, we could have got normal tickets for cheaper, but.
Yeah,
it's my wife.
It's Coldplay, baby. You know, you got to get the rush of blood to the head. You know,
right.
You gotta.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
There were some other ones.
Skinner, I love it, Mike. That was one of my no lie, Mike. One of my first and favorite concerts ever. My dad got me third row tickets to Lynyrd Skynyrd and ZZ Top. I fell in love. My dad was a morning show host. Let's again, the platinum albums behind me are not because I'm a radio DJ or whatever. My dad was a radio DJ. People think also these are maybe like records that I produced. I'm like, no, I wish. My dad was
Ruben over here.
Yeah, right. But he was a morning show host for a rock radio station. So he was a morning show host when it was rock and roll the rest of the day. And yeah, I fell in love with Grateful Dead to Jimmy. I love Jimi Hendrix, Lynyrd Skynyrd, of course, Beatles and all those names. Eagles, I love. I can go through the ringer, all kinds of people I love. But yeah, Skynyrd though, I, for whatever reason, fell in love with Freebird, and I just fell in love with him. And that was one of my coolest concerts still as a kid. I was in 8th grade. And my parents got me and my buddy Leon both tickets because he was kind of like like an old school kind of vibe like me. And we had third row. And never forget, in 8th grade, of course, they're passing around the funky junk. They're passing around the stuff that stinks, baby. And I'm like, me and Leon are like, wow. As an 8th grader, you're like, oh my god. You feel like you're at like what's it called? Oh my god, Woodstock. Or whatever. You're like, whoa, this is crazy. You're down there with a bunch of hippies, essentially. So
outlaw country, let's go.
Yeah. Now we're talking good music. It went from 98 degrees, but how 98 degrees? That's me. Love it. More cowbell. Listen to Little Feet. There we go.
Nice.
Slowly catching back up. Ruby just gave Mike. It dumped away at the bell.
Still going. Oh yeah, just hit the 150. Found a little bit of buyers there. I'd say ring the register at least a little bit there.
Yeah,
still in this bad boy because
thanks to him. I say, Mike, that was Always Sunny is great. It's one of the best shows ever. One of the best shows in cool. Yep, Joe coming over tomorrow, planning on it, and Mike, that was definitely was sick as an 8th grader. Then like my dad being a morning show. I mean, I'm 3 Dog Night to Kansas to Elton John to Tina Turner to Janet Jackson. I can't even name all the people that I've seen throughout the years. It's just a crazy list. I mean, I've seen Paul McCartney finally. I've seen you just name it all. I mean, Billy Joel. I can't name all the dang people. I always forget people. But thanks to him. And then even recently, back to you're saying, like in my later years, of course, Dad, finally is out of that business, so I have to buy my own tickets. But yeah, I mean, Paul McCartney to Billy Joel. We've seen Sting recently throughout the years.
McCartney is so good live. I got lucky to see McCartney. Petty live was a treat.
That's a hurt. Yeah, I'd love to see Tom. Tom Petty and Prince were two if I could have seen that. I can't imagine seeing because Prince. One of my buddies is in love with him and saw him so many times, and of course how many instruments he can play and how great he is live. But then seeing Tom Petty. Oh god, I love Tom Petty, but Prince, that would have been dope. What I missed out on too was Fleetwood Mac. Before a couple of them started to pass away, and then they are not together, not the same band anymore. But there's a couple that, of course, the old ones that are already passed, but some that I probably had the chance to see. And but I didn't. I'm like, why didn't you go to that concert?
They stick in your head there for sure. Scott, thanks so much for joining, man. Good to see you in here. Sorry about that's BS. I gotta say, one of those things. But thanks for tuning in, and definitely looking forward to seeing you again.
God.
You're a cool Zepp fan, talk. Are there uncool Zep fans? Actually, yeah. My dad's an uncool Zep fan, but not.
That's going for you. I like them all. I don't have really a favorite over anything. Even like greatest guitarist ever. I'd say Jimi Hendrix. But there's so many great guitarists, so many great artists, so to speak. If you just name them, that's
well, I think Prince is in the conversation.
Oh, you have to be. He'd have to be.
Guitarist. Sure. He's up there. Yeah. That's the thing. I mean, music. It's just I don't know. I always think there's some poets like what keeps me alive. 2 big bottles of water a day. Pack of Marlboro Reds and music, I gotta listen to music all day long.
Steely Dan. Love some Steely Dan. Love it.
Yeah.
Are you reeling in the years, storing away the time? By the way, Fix, here we are starting to eclipse that 1440. I'm telling you, like you said. Yeah, Fix all the way back up here looking like we're gonna roll.
There you go. And that's the magnet. That's the magnet, baby. They want it up here. Everybody wants it up there. And also, I guess we can do a little TA. If we just do a little measured move of just that little 5-day consolidation, well, I bet you dollars to donuts. Yeah, the 1.6 fib, 1,470, close enough for government work. You got the measured move at 518. Split the difference. There's your 1,500. Talk music and math. How about music and math? Any math rock fans in the house? That's a fun one. It's like progressive if they were really into like algebra, I guess.
Right.
Lots of weird time signatures, kind of Rush like. That's what I used to play in a little math rock band back in the day.
Nice. All right.
It was
give me a song.
Oh no, this was way back. I do have some recorded stuff with my punk band, and that will never see the light of day.
Oh, come on now. I've got some old clips of me. I've showed this off. I have it on my YouTube page. Of course, when I first started trying to get out, into the broadcast journalism field, I upload a lot of stuff. I say a lot, but a few things to YouTube. I should have uploaded more. Of course, I deleted a lot of it when I got into stock trading, but I did leave some of it on there for whatever reason. I don't know why. I don't really remember why, but there's one of them is a movie that I was in. So I was in like a short film that's like 10, 15 minutes long. There's a couple of short films that aren't on my page that I have to go find. Aussie chick, Ingrid, if you're around, you've seen these before. I think you have anyway. Oh, they are classic. When we're like, oh my God, they like people want to watch it. They're like, it's so it's so terrible and cheesy, man. And my acting is completely horrid, I'd call it, but it's fun to go back and watch that stuff. For sure. That old school stuff. But bro, that was the old school. The stuff you used to post. And so I like showing it off. Like we're like, oh, come on, you got to show off who you are, what you did. I love it. I'm like, look how terrible my acting was.
All right, maybe I'll dig up a link or two for y'all later.
I'll show you my terrible short film if you show me some of your math raw.
That's fair. I actually don't know if any of that's recorded outside of my phone. I do have it on my phone, but we used to play our claim to fame. We played the Gilman once. Any West Coast punk fans? That's the mecca. So that'll always be my big moment. So that's right. I peaked in 12th grade. So we got a few more earnings. I don't think I've mentioned. Some of them we're still waiting for. Rig is one that I'm interested in, but that's going to be 5 minutes before we head off. This is an incredibly strong chart here. Just keeps on ripping, and this is in this offshore drilling space. We've been all over this one in my Discord. We've been in since this 340-ish area when it broke this W. I'm not in it anymore. I actually played Boar. This one went crazy. These things are so insane when they break the base. See, we had the cup and handle marked out. So congratulations if you're still long, because I took my money right in the 4. Now we're 30% higher already. Wow.
Yeah, you gotta love that.
Dude, when they ramp, they just ramp. These commodity type trades, or anything with like a geopolitical kind of macro foundation, they can just trend and trend and trend. And now, look at that. This reminds me of like FLNC or something. Oh man, well, bad example because this one failed.
Yeah, well, that bottom side too. That's what we always talk about. I always say when that right side's higher, kind of what a cup and handle will be. But when that right side gets higher, it's gonna see probably higher. Like your board trade. That was not boring when that broke. That broke.
No, it was intense. And the funny thing is, it goes to show you how position sizing is the name of the game. You can have a terrible entry and still do very well. So I bought. When I bought, I was Hawkeyes on this cup and handle. I literally bought like right here in the wick.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's brutal. And I was saying I bought time. I don't want to miss it. I'm gonna take a starter, and I did just take a starter. So my $50 turned into $15 down here, but I bought a bunch more. And so if I had held the whole position, it would have been like a 1,000% play. But you know what? I'll take a nice 100 to free roll, and then I think I took the runners at 150, 200.
Yeah, I mean, it's like those things. Yeah, that's just one of those things down the line. You just like just slowly but surely. I always tell myself, you're gonna get. I was like, when you're a little bit older, you're gonna get more of it, and you're gonna get more of it. The more you do this, and that's the thing. Is like, hey, you got a good piece of the pie. Eventually, you'll get more of the pie, but it's just getting that piece that's huge at first, and you can just rinse and repeat, getting slices of pie, baby.
Yeah, totally. And I love the slice of pie because that's like my ethos. It's like my mantra is like, I don't want the beginning of the move. That's gambling. I don't want the end of the move. That means I stayed too long. I want that 80%. I want that juicy part, that straight shot. Sign me up for that.
Give me that nice, beautiful porterhouse. I don't want no fat, slab. Give me some. I want the best of the best. Give me right there the good piece of meat.
I'm with you. I got to show one that gutted me today. This was on my focus list, and I did not play it. I said, man, these guys are in that offshore drilling space. It's so hot. And the earnings, it was a double beat, and they were down 3% pre-market. I said, I saw a bunch of options flow. People were loading into July calls before earnings. Those are 50% on sale. Well, now they're 100% up, and I did not play. But sometimes it's worth, if you like a stock and earnings is coming up, you can get some really good. This is one area where I think options can be really good, because if you see that flow and somebody's bullish 3-4 months out, and then you just get a discount on that and the numbers were good, that can often be a really good entry because you get the IV crush too. So that was a beautiful setup that I'm going to be thinking about when I go to sleep tonight, I think, because it was about 10%, 11% peak to trough. It was down 3%. Yeah, 11% move there. Oof.
Beautiful.
Yeah, themes. When they're hot, they're hot.
Yeah. Love it. Yeah, a little slower today, Mike. Yeah, I kind of saw that when I looked at what earnings we'd have, but it's all good. So we have a little Schoolhouse Rock, or even a good movie, House of Rock. Or was it now House
School
of
of
Rock?
Rock, baby.
School of Rock.
Yeah.
School of Rock. That was great with Jack Black.
Dude, I just realized we have our own Jack Black. Did you know that Joe did a bunch of, he taught, I believe, middle schoolers how to play in rock bands and stuff. Like that's super neat. So we someday we're all gonna meet up. We're gonna jam out. I think that's what's gonna have to happen.
I'll be the manager. That's what I'll be.
I forgot. Okay, so yeah, you love music, but not no instrument stuff.
I've dabbled. I've used to play. I need to get back to it. It's been years, but I used to play. I can play piano, so keyboard, piano.
Perfect, dude. That's what we needed. We got the trio. Now we just gotta pick the genre. But
all right, I like it. Yeah. Well, I like how we do all. We'll just cover all genres. That's what I will do. A little country music. We'll do a little rock. We'll do a little pop. We'll do a little gangster rap.
Okay, all right. I don't know. Maybe. No, I think I can do that too. Yeah, let's do it. Let's send it. Full send. Hey, Kevin, what is up?
I mean, imagine Kevin Avery doing some gangster rap. I mean, come on, right now. Who doesn't want to hear that?
I can see it. Sipping on gin and juice, laid back. I could see some Snoop Doggy Dogg in his future, perhaps.
Yeah.
Some Pac, some Biggie. Got to do it. All right. What else is there to look at? I don't know. I'm looking through.
What happened to Baba? I thought Baba reported today. I thought I saw that.
I think the market's closed. I think Chinese market's still closed, but hey.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, duh. They're still reporting. Probably overnight.
Yeah, didn't think
probably
about that.
Overnight, the market open tomorrow. There, I don't know. Would
it later when the market opens? What would that be, like 8:00 our time when the market opens over there in Asia? I don't know what time it opens.
Let's see. It'll be like 6 or 7 my time, so 8, 9, 10ish your time, I think. And then they're closed. The whole market's closed for Lunar New Year, and I'm not sure the exact day it's gonna come back.
That's exactly why.
Yeah. What I gotta say though is I think it might be time to play ball again. Baba was one of my best trades last year, and it still is in this massive pattern. It's just stair stepping on up, and it's holding every time. It undercuts this ribbon on the weekly. Undercut here, found the 50 week or the 200 day. Undercut here, found the 50 week or 200 day. I'm sitting here with the alert on this 200 day. I'm not sure we get it, but what we might see is if we get a little bit of an earnings pop. Obviously, this did not work out, by the way.
Yeah.
A little wishful thinking there. I'm wondering if maybe we can pop and then flush out right as this 200-day rises. Whoops, where's my marker? So is this 200? Hey, where's my highlighter? There we go. Okay, having trouble. Right as it comes above, so we get a higher low off the 200-day over this, then I think maybe, oops, we might be seeing the start of one of these type of undercuts, and then we can really start cooking. Because I don't know, Josh, how do you feel about China? I'm really bullish personally. Like
On Baba?
Yeah, a 2 to 5 year horizon though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I just say overall, yeah, it's one of those tickers that I remember when I first started doing my morning alerts. I always talk about it was like in the 70s or 80s. I forgot. It was around 90, I think it's most ever. But yeah, and then here it just keeps going. That was 2+ years ago. So yeah, it's definitely it's a bullish chart. I think it's going to continue for the next 5, 10, even 15 years. I don't think it's going to be ever an Amazon type of banger, but it's kind of going to be we'll call it the Asian version of Amazon.
Yeah, and you gotta remember you take a hit in terms of multiple pricing on these because the market just doesn't have confidence in something where they perceive an elevated geopolitical risk, so to speak, or
Right.
transparency risk. A lot of people are of the belief that you can't trust any numbers out of the CCP, and
Yeah.
that's not my opinion, but I understand where it's coming from. Any lack of transparency is going to, it's going to take a hit on the equity. But you got to just look at if you think Bob is going to be around, if you think Tencent and these other companies, PDD, Pinduoduo, and Baidu, if you think they're going to be around, they're offering you really amazing multiples in the AI trade. And I would argue, I'm unpopular opinion, but China is rapidly catching up in a lot of areas of tech, and their AI work is very impressive with the latest Qwen 2.5 models and stuff. So it's if you're a real big AI believer, it could be a way to kind of diversify exposure. And I'll actually give you one more Chinese play here. This one, it's the prettiest Chinese chart that I see right now, and this is VNet. So these guys are going to do they handle the data centers for Baba, and I think Pinduoduo as well, maybe Baidu. But these guys are starting to really cook, and I'm almost seeing like this creepy crawly up the wally, almost like those boar in the rig, those offshore,
Right.
where it's just like you can't stop this momentum. Look at this volume coming in.
Yeah.
And I'll pull the boar up as well. Same thing. Look at that volume. You can't fade that. That's like real market moving stuff. China's its own beast now. Absolutely. Really, really interesting stuff. If anybody wants to get philosophical with me later, shoot me a DM. I'm really fascinated right now by Chinese, how the Chinese are viewing AI ethics and how that's kind of progressing. Anna Greenspan does very interesting work there, as well as Nick Land, who's an insane guy, but he's very interesting. So if anybody hears those names and goes, that's interesting to me too, please nerd out with me because I'm trying to find my people. I'll stop using my airtime for something that probably one person knows about. But
3 people will be hitting you up right now. Oh man, I can't get to
there are dozens of us, but we're very interested in the work.
I love it. Love it. And Joe, yeah, that's what I thought. The 21 electronic guitars too. That's a lot there. 21. Look at that, man. Joe was running a room right there. Whoa, Kevin Avery. You know what kind of Friday night stream we're going to have tomorrow. It's always fun. And real quickly, a stock to at least pull up. I know it's a little bit lackluster-ish here in after hours. App is busting for some reason here in after hours, and I can't find a reason for it.
Alpha Party app.
Yes, sir.
What is P in the military?
Pally.
Okay.
I have no idea.
We're gonna go with that. Alpha Pony is up significantly. Yeah, there's got to be something. I'll search for a headline, but that's a nice 5% move. And I remember bringing this one up saying I was looking for just previous leaders that are kind of dogs. Think like Hood, Upstart, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was thinking app, and I pulled the chart. I was like, it was kind of like what is it? Half baked, like F you.
Yeah.
You're cool.
You're good.
This one looks okay. It's holding the equilibrium, and it did double bottom nicely, pushing up a little bit. So we can see if this one's still on tap for this higher time frame. This chart kind of looks like IGV to me, where it's like it is kind of stinky here, but high time frame. It's a cup, it's a handle ish.
Yeah. Yep. Similar chart.
Adjacent.
I think TAC just brought that up, which is so funny.
Yeah, where's IGV? There you go, baby. There you go. So Microsoft, we saw a big insider buy by someone on the C-suite I heard it was into the 200 week. That's not true. I don't know where their lines are. Maybe dividend adjusted or something. I don't know how they got the 200 week, but apparently there was a big buy here. It makes sense into the space in the heart of the golden pocket. This is one where it's kind of what was I doing over here? I don't even know. It was kind of it's kind of a, I mean, just faith-based purchase, which I don't like saying in a stock, but I mean, if anything is going to recover and you just kind of start nibbling and building a position in this zone where you think it's kind of too cheap, I mean, Microsoft's not going anywhere. That's, I think, pretty safe to say.
I'm actually going to buy them out next week and call them Smith.
Oh,
Smith Tech.
Microsmith?
Yes,
like
Micro. There we go. Yeah. And they are going to go somewhere, and it's to me, and we're going to rename the company and rebrand it. We will now sell dog food electronically.
It's a hard pivot. Okay, well, the name, the pun's so good, you get at least 5% boost right out of the gates.
Oh gosh, yeah. I mean, let's see, we got cats jumping up behind me here on the. So boom. See, we'll be selling. We'll move. We're going to transition. We'll still do tech, but we're going to move over to animal tech as well.
All right. So what you're telling me is Microsoft is the new Chewy. Not the other way. Microsoft's the new Chewy. All right. You heard it here first, folks.
You're like, that's not. You don't want to transition back that way.
Wrong way. What's the other one? Trupanion. What's the healthcare for pets? Let's see how that industry is doing. Oh, not so good. People don't have enough money to pay healthcare to get screwed by their own healthcare and their pet healthcare.
Yeah, right.
I guess that is I mean, Red Robin's dead because we can only the $20 burgers in this economy. I can afford to spend like 10-15% tops of my budget on food, not 20% of my income on food.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to survive with my medical insurance as is. Don't make me pay for my pets. I love them. I love them to death, but I don't know if this industry is going to be long-term successful. I think this is maybe going to get the air taken out of it a lot more going forward here.
Yeah, I would say it would be good because you can get it, which we have. Because I'll have the story for this one for you. So, to me, getting insurance on like for your dog would be good if you have either a large breed dog or a dog that is so they're really giant breed dogs, but either that or before your elderly dog gets old and he doesn't have any problems, or she doesn't they don't have any problems, you're like I just want to make sure that whatever bills I get, and so yeah, I wouldn't say the whole journey pay for it, but they're like even like Great Danes or extra giant breeds, you don't have to get it right away. But here's my point where it is nice to have. So we had a Great Dane, my boy Groot. Unfortunately he has passed, but everyone, as many dogs we've had a few pass, but everyone knew the story of, if you knew me, you knew the story of Groot, you knew who Groot was. He was always in here. You just knew who Groot was. Well, then he got osteosarcoma, which is bone cancer. Mm-hmm. So the only way to treat that literally even for a human is you got to cut the limb off. It's got to come off right away. And so you got to cut the limb off before it spreads. And we luckily got there. I got that done in time. And then next thing it was this and it was that. Boy, it was $20,000+ in bills that had to come out of pocket because I didn't have insurance on them. Where if I had insurance, you pay the deductible, you meet the deductible, and then you'll get 70 back or 80% back. Some give you 90% back, depends on what you're setting, how you have it set up. So it can be beneficial, but I don't think it's
turning me on this. I gotta say, because I mean, I'll be honest, Josh, and there's a study to back this up. I take care of my pets better than I take care of myself. I haven't been to the dentist in like a year, but my cat gets regular checkups, and there's a study, people are more likely to give their pets medicine than take their own medicine. So maybe there is maybe we short healthcare and long pet healthcare. Maybe that's that would warm my heart. I'm obviously a giant animal lover. I'm also just a millennial, so yes, times are real. Talk mentioning another interesting animal-related play, Zoetis here, ZTS. They, I believe, do animal pharmaceutical stuff, specifically for livestock, I believe. So an interesting setup here. I know my value bros have this on my radar. Otherwise, I would have no idea what this thing is. But my value bros like it. I'm seeing the volume increase here, and I'm seeing it basically trade back into this really high volume node. If it catches here, and we did have earnings, was a small double B, and it seems like they washed out just a little before stabilizing. Seems like we're basing out here, and this is probably a pretty good bet for at least a push back up to the top of this. See this little hole there in that volume shelf up to I'm going crazy. What is it? 142-ish. And that's basically where we sold off. And then we get to play the game of, if we're up there, maybe we break this downtrend line. Maybe we can tackle the point of control up at 164. And then we're looking at a pretty decent swing there, 30%. So talks dogs like Kush, just give them mind med. Oh goodness. That's my health insurance. So
right, yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's our medicine we do take.
There we go. So Zoetis, interesting one more. CRL, Charles River Laboratories. This is the animal testing stock. So I'm don't love it. I guess we do need that as a society. Doesn't warm my heart to think about. But hey, as an investor, what are we looking at here? It's kind of looking like it's forming an interesting potential setup. I don't think it's ready yet, but it's got my interest. It's got my interest. I like Zoetis more though. Going to keep that one up. ELAN does pet vaccines. Interesting. Elanco Animal Health. Oh, this is a new one, and that looks nice. So I think there's something going on with the pharma space, and I know wow, this hour flew, so we can wrap it up for sure. But just really quick, BNTX. This one, really big base. If it can get going, great look there, as well as NVAX. And guys, this one has been a fun one for me in the past. I love trading this. I think it's a little inverted head and shoulders action here and wants to go up to this 12 area at the very least, potentially up to 20.
Yeah, I've day traded this one before.
Yeah, it's a mover, dude. It's some decent ATR on this. It's really trendy too. Like I took a scalp maybe a week or two ago, and it didn't end up being ready to go, but it was like such a clean move. I was like, yeah, it was the 869. I remember I wanted to reclaim there, and I was like, I'll just do it to the round. Oh wait, no. It was this one. It was 8 set. Yeah, this point of control break, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna long it, and I bet it goes to 10, and it just went literally to 10, and then found sellers. So like very very direct moves when it does get going. Moderna, another one here, and high time frame. Sorry, ugly old lines. High time frame. I think this one's cooking up on and out, and so you can look at the laggards here. I'm not saying they all follow, but this one does look like it's working its way up and out. I drew this line back here, and it's kind of doing it a little bit. So I'm keeping these on my watch list for sure. I think healthcare is ready to go. Just about. Merck, incredible one here. We mentioned this one at 90. I did not buy, but I mentioned it. Counts for something, right, Josh? No. But just XLV, I'm really liking this. So I'm considering starting to tranche into Cure, which is the 3X, but that's a little crazy. So I think there's a 2X that I need to do some research on. I like the 2Xs for the swings.
Love it, brother. Love it. And that usually when you, as in for swing plays, that's what you attack the 2X plays.
Yeah, I mean, that's the comfort for me. If I think it's like a high confidence play and I want the leverage and I don't want to worry about, timing it exactly, so for things like previously in the past year, like coin long, when it was having that big just surge, that was one that I would play with that. Or silver, did some silver, did some, what else? We did, Oracle's another example, ORCX, just from the high probability. And often I'll look for large prints on these. So usually if I'm getting involved in a leverage ticker, there's like a specific reason. Like it's like, okay, there was a really big print at the bottom of a range. For Oracle, it was like it filled the gap. And then it was a massive buy, the biggest in history on that leveraged one. Lo and behold, 5 minutes later, I'm up 10% because they had some announcement that came out right after ours. So it can be really prudent to watch those large prints. And somebody mentioned looking at P10 here. Hey, James, thanks for tuning in here. We can look at P10. What is P10? I used to trade this. Is this the Patterson UTI Energy? Yeah, okay, yeah. Again, my value bros put me on this one. And this one looks like a potentially really nice high time frame play. Obviously, this didn't work out. We'll delete that. But we got the sweep low, the big capitulation, and we've got this Adam and Eve type bottom here. So you got the Adam, very sharp. This is the capitulation. And then the higher low should be a nice rounded one like that, the Eve. So it seems like we might be getting it here. We can also entertain maybe a cup and handle, or I'm sorry, an inverted head and shoulders. So how I would play this one?
That's a pretty smiley face you drew there.
well, thank you.
It's happy and it's like it's blushing. Its eyes are closed and it's smiling because you just told it how pretty of a chart it was.
Ooh. Okay. All right, we're having too much fun. So I think
that's what it looked like to me. I was like, what's funny, I saw the inverse head and shoulders almost right out of the gate, but then you started drawing it, and I'm like, okay, now we've got a smiley face.
Yeah, it's kind of like, this is my version of Bob Ross. All right, so that's the ultimate goal. I want to get well known enough that people will just tune in just to watch me doodle on charts,
right.
Draw happy little trend lines. So that's the 5-year plan. Josh. We'll see if
Love
that
it.
works.
Hey,
So-
that could be a show. I mean, next thing you know, you've got a podcast or show, and you're like, "Oh, come draw charts today with Steve the Achieve." Today we'll be drawing smiley faces and Adam and Eve shapes. That's right. Let's get over to Steve. Welcome, everybody.
exactly.
I'm Steve. And you have to talk all nice and calm. and
That's a
slow.
pretty good Bob. My nervous system just like chilled out just from listening to that. Yeah. Oh, you took a stop. That's okay. There's no mistakes. It's
Yeah.
that's okay. We'll just hedge a little bit, and it's
Hey,
ready.
you can be Bob Ross, and then I'll be what's his face? Oh my gosh, he came on like with Sesame Street,
Mr.
Mr. Rogers,
Yeah.
I'll be Mr. Rogers.
Josh.
How we do, neighbor?
Josh, I love it. So this is I'm kind of a cornball. I'm a real wholesome guy, believe it or not. I like dark jokes and all that, but the trinity of like what I aspire to be as a person, I want to be as kind as Mr. Rogers. I want to be as chill as Bob Ross, and I want to have the exuberance for life as Steve Irwin. That's my like holy trinity there. Those are my role models.
Just three amazing guys. You can't get much better than those guys right there. Love it. Yeah, the chat. Thank you for coming over today. Gurkha asked, "What time is Open's call?"
I was pulling it up. I think 5. I think 5 is what I'm seeing. So the earnings live stream. I'll drop that link in here for y'all too. I think we're gonna head out. It's probably just starting now. So I dropped that link for you guys if you're interested in the open call there, Opendoor call. And yeah, we had some fun. Not any amazingly huge implications on earnings. I think the biggest might be fixed. Just that kind of demand for data center cooling still in full effect. We still like the energy infrastructure plays in my neck of the woods. In my server, we're still loading up on those and trading those. And that's kind of where I'm at. Any closing words here, Josh?
Nope, another good fun day, man. I appreciate it. Again, getting the earnings. We got one big daddy next week with NVDA. That one will be fun on Wednesday, my friend. So whoever gets that day, whether it's me, Joe, or Kevin, we're gonna have some fun on Wednesday with that. Yeah,
hey,
but other than that, have a great.
Both welcome. We can do a little triple.
Yeah, hey, we'll call it a quadcast, baby. All 4 of us will join the quadcast.
The talk will be curly. There we go. The 3 amigos. Maybe turn it into the 3 Stooges. Either way, we'll have a good time.
I like it. Yes, I like it. But yeah, have a good weekend, guys. Like I said, of course, off tomorrow. But whoever did subscribe to my channel, appreciate that earlier. You'll get the notifications when I go live tomorrow, and then of course, I'll be live tomorrow night. So, Steve, if you want to come over on my live stream tomorrow, if you get a chance during the day, and of course tomorrow night, let us know, and we'll get the link sent out to you, and we'll have some fun tomorrow night. Grab get your drinking glass, like that, get your bourbon, get your whiskey, whatever, to get your bullet, get it poured, come on over, get you a little smoke going, get, hit the vape and get to talking about how we usually have a little theme too.
We'll get spicy. It'll be fun, man. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Sorry. What did you say? You do what now?
Oh, I was going to say, we'll have like a theme, probably possibly, we'll just mainly talk, but then, we may have a theme around it, of what we're going to talk about. Yeah. Just literally Traders Anonymous. Just good to come over and just listen to, like I said, just even if you're not a great trader, I love having the traders that are just struggling or still working. Like Sterling Detmar came on last week. That's one of the guys that's in my Discord. And yeah, he just, has good weeks, has bad weeks. He's getting better and better, but he isn't quite there yet. Like, Kevin always says, it's not, we don't make it, we're always making it, with that kind of thing, so yeah, come on over. I think the more we build on that too, the more it'll grow. And yeah, I love it. Traders Anonymous, come over tomorrow night and let's have a good talk about stocks.
I love it. I'll be there, brother. Real quick, if you like what we do, give us a thumbs up. We really appreciate it. Give us that subscribe, ring that bell. I know you hate to hear it, but we appreciate you very much. If you like what I do, find me at Steve Teilmann, SteveTeilmann. Right in the bio, you can find my Discord server. I'm always there. That's where you can find me 24/7. Thanks so much, guys. Josh, I'll see you tomorrow. Let's rock it out.
Dude, tomorrow night, Friday night, come join us. Yeah, of course, same thing. I think my link's already out there, but Josh Smith Trades, primetradinginvestments.com. I do one-on-ones. I got a live stream. I love doing the one-on-ones with traders. Again, that's where a lot of this comes through, because when I first started, no one really did that. One-on-ones and trying to help traders out, or that where you have just get together and talk. I mean, that's the one thing that a lot of it is just venting, getting out the emotions that you need to get out and talking to someone about it. So yeah, come on over. Can't wait for tomorrow. It'll be fun, my man. And until then, go USA in the Olympics or whatever country you want to root for and whatever sports are all this weekend or whatever you're going to do. I'm looking to grilling out tonight, my man. I got the charcoal. I got the ground chuck. Bro, I'm doing some beautiful double loaded stuffed cheeseburgers tonight. I'm telling you.
That's so good. Hold the red pill, hold the black pill. Give me the grill pill. That's what I'm
I love it. I love it.
All right, guys. We'll get out of here. Thanks so much for joining, and be sure to tune in for more good stuff coming up. Take care, y'all. Have a great day.